Hi, so you might have noticed there are quite a few videos out there today about OnePlus 9 and OnePlus 9 Pro. Why should you watch mine then? Well, first of all, this is the only English review with a weird Polish accent. Second of all, I have fake Ed Sheeran in the video today. And if that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. So, there it is, the Media Kit. You as a regular client will probably not be able to buy it, and OnePlus sends it to us, reviewers, to piss you off. Oh, this guy. We'll talk about it later. How is it possible that I get a media kit and you don't? Well, I'm a reviewer known in Poland. It is a country. Let's see what's inside. Whoa! Oh. I got the glossy ones, didn't I? But look, this one matches my hoodie. Actually, I left my Kia book charger at home and this one was powerful enough to charge my computer. You don't want to use it as a daily charger because it's slow as fuck, but hey, it's 65 watts charging. In emergency situations, might become useful. And now the Pro, and it's also glossy. So you say you really wanted to know how they look in those plastic covers? There you go. Let's get back to this super duper wireless charger. It's fast, 50 watts. It charges instantly, any way you want it. It has the silent nighttime mode. There's a fan here. And it can turn on while charging, so you can have it turned off when you sleep. It charges also your iPhone because we know you want it to be cool, but you're not. But please bear in mind, before investing your money in this thing, that it charges the Pro extremely fast, 50 watts. When you buy the regular 9, it's gonna charge it at the speed of 15 watts. So maybe when buying the regular 9, this thing is less interesting for you. Let's move on to the phones. You're probably switching, right? From a OnePlus. OnePlus 5 maybe? As you know, Ed Sheeran loves OnePlus phones. That may or may not be true, but I have a guy here who looks just like Ed Sheeran if you drink enough vodka, and he loves OnePlus. And he's got a OnePlus 5 vintage stuff, but willing to switch to the new 9. But he's afraid that the screen is not as good as in 9 Pro. And he's right. It's not. The screen in OnePlus 9 is the same as the screen in OnePlus 8T. It's okay, it has the 120Hz refresh rate and it's not curved. If you don't like curved screens and want to buy a OnePlus 9, you have to go with the regular, because the Pro version has a curved screen, which also has the 120Hz refresh rate, but I think it's more smooth and reacts faster, and you can really feel the difference. The thing that is less noticeable is a 10-bit color depth. Remember, just a week or two ago, Oppo with their new Find X3 Pro was flexing about it? I personally didn't review it, but many reviewers didn't see much difference. What's important though, the screen in 9 Pro is brighter than in regular 9, and it's gonna perform better on a sunny day. Let's take a look at the previous shot again. Yeah, I don't see the difference as well. And we don't have many sunny days in Poland lately, but on a cloudy day, I don't see much difference either. I got sunshine for a second. On a cloudy day. And yeah, the Pro looks a bit brighter now. Back to fake Sheeran. He's afraid that the regular OnePlus 9 will make worse photos and videos. And he's right again, almost. The good thing is there is a Hasselblad sign on both of the smartphones, and both of them have the Pro modes for the Pro photography. And it's cool. It shoots RAW, and let's face it, you probably won't use it. Because even though the Pro mode can be used in full auto, my photos most of the time looked better when shot in the regular mode. So if you just want to shoot nice photos and don't tweak them or put them in Lightroom, you will not use the Hasselblad mode very often. So on one hand, we have Hasselblad here and Hasselblad here, but on the other, there is a telephoto lens on the Pro, which lets it zoom 30 times. And it's useful to see what's on your neighbor's balcony. So maybe a quick comparison to S21 Plus, which also zooms up to 30 times. This one has up to 10 times zoom, so maybe let's not talk about it. Do we talk about zoom while reviewing iPhones? No, because there's not much to talk about. But since the iPhone was mentioned, the OnePlus 9 Pro has a sensor that's 3.2 times larger than an iPhone 12 Pro Max. And at the same time, it can capture macro from 4 centimeters. Okay, so maybe this wasn't the best idea because the wide lens here in iPhone is far from the phone's edge, and in this case, it's near the edge. So when you try to make a photo and the phone is touching the tree, the photos will be different. So it's hard to compare. So maybe let's try another way. This is the closest I can get. No, 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 no. Does it ever get sharp? Well, yes, but it's definitely not a macro lens. Main camera in the Pro version is supported by the monochrome one, and there is a monochrome camera in the regular 9 as well. So which makes better photos? You tell me, choose your number.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me. For I pass out, I'm too lonely to be done. I'm
ready? Number 1 is the regular, number 2 is the Pro. I also expected the difference to be more noticeable and wanted to like the photos from Pro better. But sometimes I think the 9 does a better job. I have to admit though that what you see in Pro photos is much closer to reality in terms of colors. And that's it. For me, it's really hard to spot the difference between these two. Maybe in the dark. Front cameras. Honestly, I can't see the difference, but we're in my studio. These lights here would make every camera look decent. So, when I move, you move. Just like that. And now the situation is far from perfect. And now we don't have any comparison. So let's leave the Pro and switch the regular to iPhone. iPhone can go up to 60 frames per second, 4K, which is okay when you have the lights on or it's a sunny day. OnePlus can go up to Full HD. Here's the difference in real world scenario.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play.
I don't know if you can hear it, but they sound very good. Videos. Pro can shoot up to 120 frames per second in 4K, but there are some good and bad things about it. 120 frames per second is normally considered as slow motion, but OnePlus doesn't treat it this way. It puts it in their regular modes. Like there is a different tab for slow motion in the camera app. And it sounds cool, it is cool, but the more frames you shoot, the more light you need. And 120, even if you think there is enough light, might start to flicker. Especially when you shoot indoors. I think 60 frames per second in the regular shooting modes is enough. 4K 120, 4K 60 and 8K videos recording times are limited to 5 minutes. On OnePlus 9 you won't find the 4K 120 and I doubt you'll miss it. And since OnePlus is comparing itself to iPhone 12 Pro Max when it comes to photos, let's compare videos. This is 4K 120 versus 4K 60 on the iPhone. This is 4K 60 versus 4K 60. This is 4K 30 versus 4K 30 because Super Stable is available from 4K 30 on OnePlus 9 Pro. Let's compare wide lenses. 4K 60 iPhone versus OnePlus 9 Pro and 4K 30 on both. But this time no Super Stable on OnePlus, because when you turn the Super Stable on, the wide lens becomes unavailable. Let's check the Nightscape Video 2.0, which lets OnePlus shoot better videos in low light. This is the Nightscape Video on 9 Pro and regular 9. It supports only Full HD, 30 frames. This is iPhone, Full HD 30 and OnePlus 9 Pro and the Nightscape mode. If you ever fell in love with OnePlus at some point, you were tempted by the screen, the price, not anymore, software, crazy fast charging, and it's all here. Maybe not the price, but last time I complained about it being too high, OnePlus released Nords, so it's a tricky subject. Plus, the cameras are better than you'd expect from OnePlus, so I think with the 9, OnePlus is back. But which 9 should you choose? Darling, even this guy doesn't know. The Pro is a bit more future-proof. I mean, the screen, crazy fast charging, the zoom you probably don't care about. And at first, I wanted to recommend this one if you can afford it. But now I'm not sure. The 9 Pro is great, but the 9 seemed to be too good. So now it becomes a personal decision you have to choose for yourself. Hope this video was a bit helpful. Thanks for watching. I'm Kuba, I'm Polish. And if you look at the comments below, you'll see that they call me Mr. Keyboard. Yeah, I know. It's a long, maybe not a long one, but a story for another video. Have a bearable rest of the week. And see you soon.